What is up, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So recently, YouTube's been recommending some of my old videos, A Day in the Life of a Real Estate Agent, which you've probably seen if you're watching this video. Now, I really thought it would be a good idea, since I'm getting so many messages, so many DMs asking me about getting into real estate, if I made a video about the pros and the cons of getting into real estate. So before we get started, I just want to let you know that I started real estate right out of high school. So I was 18 years old, and this is my third year in real estate. Right now, I'm 21 years old, and I say that because I really think this video is going to be helpful if you're really young, maybe high school, college age, maybe a little bit older, and you're thinking about getting into real estate. I know about the experience, I know what it's like, so I really hope that this helps you out. So the very first and pretty much the most obvious pro that we're going to get out the way is that it is so easy to get your real estate license. As long as you're above the age of 18, you have about what, $500, you can get your real estate license. They just hand real estate license out to pretty much anyone, which leads me into one of the biggest cons about being a real estate agent, and that everyone and their mom is a real estate agent. So you're going to get into the business, you think you're going to be your friends' parents, your family, you think you're going to be the preferred realtor. But then you get in the business and you talk to people, and everyone already knows a real estate agent. Everyone knows someone they've been working with for the past 20, 30, 40 years, someone like a family member, a family friend. Everyone already knows a real estate agent. And so when you're first getting in, especially when you're really new, you're not as experienced, and not that many people want to work with a new, inexperienced agent, which is why you're going to have to branch yourself out, and you're just going to have to talk to new people. Which leads me to my next pro, and that is you're your own boss. So when you get into real estate, it's really exciting because you make your own schedule. You don't have to listen to anyone. You don't have to clock in. You could do whatever you want. But let me tell you, this is a really, really sharp double-edged sword. So a lot of people, when they get into real estate, they're like, oh, I can make my own schedule. I don't have to work as much as I want to. I don't like working 40-hour weeks. I'm going to work 10, 15 hours a week. And they say they're going to get into the office. And guess what? They're not in the office. I don't see anyone. And so a lot of people, they're going to get into real estate. They're not working as much. And guess what? You're not closing as many deals. And so if you're not out in the office prospecting, if you're not working constantly, pretty much 40 plus hours a week in real estate, you're not going to do that well. And so a lot of people think that, oh, it's going to be so easy because I can make my own schedule. But watch out, because this is super, super dangerous. So I know a lot of people get into real estate for this reason. And I know a lot of you guys hear that the ceiling for how much money you can make is pretty much infinite. And that's true. I've met people making over six figures, $250,000, $500,000, over $1 million a year, and it just keeps going up and up. You can make so much money in real estate, but also you can make nothing. So I Googled how much do real estate agents make? And it says that real estate agents can make from $53,000 to $190K a year. And pretty much I fell to this when I first got into real estate. I was like, oh, so if the bottom line is around 40, 50,000 my first year, I'll make about 40, 50,000. That'll be a great first year, right? That'll be good. And then I'll just keep building it up and up and up. But what Google doesn't tell you, and what most people don't tell you, is that is not a bottom line. The bottom line is zero. You can get into real estate and you can close zero deals. And I've had so many people that I've met in my office, so many friends that I know have gotten to real estate with me, that their first 1, even 2 years have closed zero deals. And me personally, I only closed one deal my first year, and I thought it was going to be so much better. And that's a whole nother story. But at the end of the day, I made way less than $40,000. I made like $7,000, $8,000 my first year. And not a lot of people are going to tell you that. They're going to tell you can make so much money, you can do so much, but if you're not doing the right things, you can make nothing. You could work so much, and if you're not doing it correctly, you can make literally nothing, and it's scary. So I could go on and on and on about the pros and cons of real estate. But what I really want you guys to take away from this video is that there's so many pros in real estate. There's so many reasons to get into real estate, and it's pretty bright. It's really exciting, right? But for every single gigantic pro in real estate, there's an equally as bad con. And so if you're thinking about getting into real estate, it is a really tough decision. I really think you should outweigh the pros and cons, see if it's something that might work for you. And if it is, that's great. I'm super excited for you, and I really hope that you do great. So that pretty much wraps up the video. I wanted to make it short so that you can send this to your friends, send it to other people who might be thinking about getting into real estate. I just want you to outweigh the pros and cons. Now, as always, if you have any questions about the business, or you're really young, you're just thinking about getting started in real estate and you want to learn a little bit more, you can always DM me on Instagram. I'll put that in the description. I'm Kareem Howard, and I hope you guys have a great day.